In this week's edition of the Changelog, I'm bringing you 4 important updates about the PlanetScale platform. First, we've updated our Postgres pricing structure, so you should see a decrease in your Postgres cluster invoices. This change affects 3 parts of pricing: base cluster price, bandwidth, and backups. First, we've introduced bandwidth pricing for network data transfer. Now you might be thinking, wouldn't that increase my bill? True. However, in addition to this change, we're also lowering the base price for your cluster. So overall, this ends up bringing your bill lower than before this update. The next pricing change is around backup storage, which we've also made less expensive. Each branch now includes twice the allocated disk size in backups. So if you have a 50 gigabyte database, we include 100 gigabytes of backup storage. Not to mention, backups and WAV files are automatically compressed and you're only billed on the compressed size. This is typically much smaller than your actual database size, so you can stretch this 2x disk size allocation pretty far. You can see how much included space you have left in your Backups tab in the dashboard. Any custom backup schedules you create will not be billed until you exceed this limit. We know cost is a big deal to startups and smaller projects, so we want to make PlanetScale as accessible as possible for you and your company. All right, next up, event triggers are now supported for Postgres databases. Event triggers bring powerful database automation capabilities to your Postgres deployments. You can do things like automatically respond to schema changes, implement audit trails, enforce naming conventions, and much more. In short, it gives you programmatic control over database structured changes. You don't have to configure anything on your PlanetScale database to use event triggers. Just use the normal Postgres syntax and it'll just work. Next, we've launched a new Canada region. AWS CA Central 1 in Montreal is now available for both Vitesse and Postgres databases. When creating a new database, simply select CA Central 1 from the dropdown during setup and you're good to go. And finally, the last update for this week, we've added support for the PG Squeeze Postgres extension. Over time, Postgres tables can accumulate dead rows and become bloated. PG Squeeze rebuilds tables and indexes online without blocking reads or writes, meaning you can reclaim space and improve performance with no downtime. You can enable PG Squeeze by going to your cluster configuration page, clicking the Extensions tab, and then clicking the checkbox next to PG Squeeze. There are a few configuration options you can customize here, and once you're done, click Queue Extension Changes. That's it for this week. If there are any additional features you want to see or new extensions you want supported, just let us know below. See you next week. Bye.